Welcome to the Triple Connection with Tommy. This video is on your Smackdown spoilers, your main event results, and birthdays, and other wrestling news from all around the world. Happy birthday to Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels, for 49 years old. He was born July 22nd, 1965. Michaels will appear for WWE as part of the DX panel during SummerSlam weekend in Los Angeles. There was not a dark match advertised for SmackDown on the arena website. However, the venue did hold a buy three, get one free ticket campaign. WWE wrestler Fandango, aka Curtis Jonathan Hussey, turned 33 years old. He was born July 22nd, 1981. TNA wrestler Kenny King, aka Kenny Lane, turned 33 years old. He was born July 22nd, 1981. King was one of the 4 finalists of the WWE Tough Enough Season 2 competition back in 2002. WWE Hall of Famer Fabulous Moolah, aka Mary Lillian Ellison, was born July 22nd, 1923. She died November 2nd, 2007. At the age of 84, the same day my daughter was born. Died of a heart attack or a blood clot related to a shoulder replacement surgery. The late David Von Erich, a.k.a. David Atkinson, was born on July 22nd, 1958. He died on February 10th, 1984, while on tour in Japan. And there was plenty of speculation that his death was caused by a drug overdose, but the family claimed that it was a heart attack caused by a ruptured intestine that resulted in acute enteritis. Former world-class championship wrestling regular Shawn Simpson turned 48 years old. He was born July 22nd, 1986. He teamed with his brother Steve primarily in the world-class territory as far as his U.S. work was concerned. I think Steve Simpson was also in AWA, USWA, by the way. Happy birthday to former TNA X-Division champion Sonny Siaki, turned 40 years old. And the 2012 AAA Ray Reyes Paraguayo Jr. turned 35. And that's since back at midnight. And it's on July 23rd. Hollywood Reporter reports that Trish Stratus has signed on for a new movie with Danny Glover called Gridlock. Trish will play the role of Gina, a lead member of a SWAT team. No word yet on when the Canadian action thriller will be released. WWE World Heavyweight Champion John Cena tweeted his first comment today, being Tuesday, since Brock Lesnar was announced as his SummerSlam opponent on Raw last night. Quote, "You either die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. True or not, I am and have always been me. Through crisis or triumph, never give up. Hashtag." It said again following last night's Raw that the feud between Rusev and Jack Swagger may have been dropped already. On Raw, WWE made mention of Swagger tapping out to Rusev at Battleground, which was wrong, even though the match ended in a count-out, which likely was to set up a rematch. It's possible that the feud is being dropped due to the heat on Lana for her promo at Battleground, which is why WWE had Great Khali interrupt her promo on Raw before she could even get started. On a related note, Lana also tweeted the following after Brock Lesnar returned on Raw last night. Quote, "At Heyman Hustle and at Brock Lesnar are back. I look forward to the day that at Rusev, Bull will crush the man that conquered the streak. At WWE, hashtag Raw." Unquote. WWE superstar David Otunga will be appearing as himself on the July 30th episode of ABC's General Hospital. Otunga was mentioned on last week's show as one of their older characters is appearing apparently as a former professional wrestler. Otunga told Soap Opera Digest that he was invited to be on the show and that it is his sister's favorite series. Mark Henry is rumored to be returning to WWE TV for the new stable with Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and Big E that we saw on Raw. Speaking of that faction, TNA stars tweeted the following: "As seen on Raw last night, a new stable was formed with Xavier Woods, Big E, Kofi Kingston, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion Bobby Lashley suggested that WWE's new stable is a copy of his stable with MVP and Kenny King in TNA. Lashley tweeted, quote, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery at the 305 MVP at Kenny King TB2. And MVP retweeted Lashley's message with a weak face. My statement is as if WWE indeed does throw Mark Henry into that fashion, that throws their statement in the trash and to shut their pie holes about copying segments. Kmart has released new John Cena never give up sneakers for boys. They feature Cena's trademark colors and glow-in-the-dark bottoms with a special edition Cena box. They are available exclusively at Kmart stores only, and again I'm showing the photos. Besides Brock Lesnar versus John Cena for the WWE World Heavyweight title at SummerSlam, the other top matches will be set up as Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton and Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. WWE previously announced Rusev versus the United States Champion Sheamus in a non-title match for the addition of main event, but they went with Rusev versus Jack Swagger and a Battleground rematch instead. The Miz's father, who has appeared on WWE TV in the past, if you look for him, he'll be in the crowd for the Orlando tapings for Smackdown. And if you see the main event again and again and again, you might see him there as well. Xavier Woods is playing the manager role in his new stable with Big E and Kofi Kingston. Kofi and Big E debuted a new double team finisher and defeated the team of Heath Slater and Titus O'Neil on the main event episode. NXT champion Adrian Neville defeated Tyler Breeze with Red Arrow in a dark match before the Smackdown tapings as well. There were dueling chants for both men, as many of the fans in attendance regularly attend the local NXT live event. And here comes your episode of main event. It opens with a pyro from Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. Tom Phillips and Byron Saxton welcome us as they talk about Stephanie McMahon being arrested on Raw, and we'll recap it later on in the show. Rusev versus Jack Swagger will also take place. So we get Seth Rollins versus Fandango. First match, we go to the ring. Out comes Seth Rollins with his briefcase. Fandango without next. They lock up and go at it. Fandango nails the dropkick, sends Seth out to the floor. As Rollins controls most of the match and gets the win with the curb stop. We get a replay of Brock Lesnar's return on Raw. And we see WWE Tag Team Champions, the Usos, backstage before going to commercial. And we get Jey Uso versus Ryback. Back from the break, out comes Jey with Jimmy, Ryback, and Curtis Axel are also out next. They lock up and go at it. Back and forth start. Uso gets the crowd hyped, and Ryback mouths off. Uso rocks him and trades shots, and Ryback takes control, and Jey goes to the floor for a breather. Uso comes back in, and Ryback keeps control. Ryback stomps away as Axel tops Uso from ringside. Ryback with another slam and a 2 count. Ryback nails a 5-buster and looks to be going for the win, but Uso hits a Samoa drop and the Rikishi splash in the corner. Axel gets on the apron and Jimmy takes him out. Ryback nails the meat hook close out for the win. During the come segment, Rusev versus Swagger. We go backstage to Renee with Titus O'Neil and Heath Slater. Slater calls them WWE's best new tag team, and Titus says they're not a team. He tells Slater to shut up, follow the lead. Big and Kofi Kingston versus Heath Slater. I'll show a video highlight of that match right here. For that match. And I'll go to the details from it. Back for the break. Titus awaits Slater. Xavier Woods and Big E. Kofi Kingston were out next. Xavier tells him to take it. Kofi starts off with Titus and plays more of a heel than usual. They go at it and brawl in the corner. Titus with a pair of backbreakers. Titus tosses Kofi across the ring and barks. This is a little marine thing. Slater comes in, but Kofi fights them both off. Slater stops the tag and tags in Titus. They have words allowing Kofi to make the tag to Big E. E runs over Titus and Dick Slater. E keeps up the attack. Kofi takes out Slater. Big E tags Kofi. Drops Titus over his knees, and Kofi leaps off the top with a stomp for a new double team move. They do the same move to Slater. As Big E stacks Slater on Titus and covers him for the win. Alright, and Xavier comes into pose with them after the match. We get a look back at Rusev versus Swagger at Battleground. Renee Young is backstage with Zeb and Swagger. Zeb calls the promo on tonight's match. We get a look back at Stephanie McMahon's arrest on Raw. Heath Slater, Titus O'Neil backstage with Renee again. Titus calls Heath dead weight and tells him to stay away. Then we get Rusev versus Jack Swagger highlights on this video as well. And when we go to the ring, out comes Lana and Rusev. Lana cuts another anti-American promo. We come back and Jack Swagger makes his way out with Zeb. Back and forth start the match. Rusev takes Swagger to the corner and works him over. Rusev is still limping from the Battleground event, and so he's still selling it sometimes. Swagger comes back, tosses Rusev over the top. Fan chant USA as Rusev takes the breather on the floor. Go to commercial, back from the break. Rusev is in control. Rusev works on Swagger's back and headbutts him out of the ring. Rusev follows and slams Swagger's head into the barrier. Rusev slams him into the apron and still tips at the 5 count. Fan chant USA as Rusev rolls him back in the ring. Swagger tries to make a comeback, but Rusev floors him again. Rusev then talks trash, or talking in the Bulgarian or Russian language, and stomps on Swagger's head. Swagger tries for another comeback, but Rusev slams him back to the mat. Fan chant, we the people now, as Rusev keeps Swagger on the mat. Swagger comes back and gets a close 2 count. Rusev blocks the Swagger bomb, but Swagger turns that into a Patriot lock. Rusev makes it to the ropes, breaks a hole, and slides out to the floor. Swagger comes out to get the Patriot lock applied on the floor. Rusev kicks him off. Rusev strikes Swagger with a Russian flag for the disqualification. As you'll see in the video of that match. After the match, fans boo as Rusev follows Swagger in the ring with a flag. Zeb grabs the flag and pulls it away. I watched it. This was outside the ring. Rusev turns around to a big boot from Swagger. Lana has taken the flag back from Zeb. Yes, they were back and still outside the ring then. Swagger waves the American flag inside the ring with Zeb and Lana looking on from the entrance. Main event goes off the air at that point. Several NXT stars, including Enzo Amore and Cole Cassidy, are also in attendance for the tapings in Orlando. Also, former TNA Knockout, SoCal Val is also there, working tonight from Orlando as one of Adam Rose's Rosebuds. Val has attended several WWE events in Orlando area since leaving TNA. Matt H. and Michael Devona are at the WWE Smackdown and passed the following results. For a combined report, Adam Rose defeated Damon Sandow. Sandow impersonated Rose. It was actually a fun match. The live crowd played along. The match was held prior to the main event taping. Adrian Neville defeated Tyler Breeze to retain the NXT Championship. This match was taped after the main event taping. The arena was about 85% full. It was only the upper deck hard camera side part. And a very good showing for Orlando. And now for 2 reports from SmackDown taping. Uso Brothers defeated Ryback and the first match of SmackDown. Jimmy rolled up Axel for the win. Crowd finally got into the match towards the end of the match. It was odd timing for this match because all 4 men had just appeared on the main event. The Miz was shown backstage. He walked up to a kid and signed his program without being asked, which was funny. The Miz hosted Miz TV in the ring and interviewed his parents. His mother said her father, her favorite wrestler is Roman Reigns. Bo Dallas interrupted and said Miz won the Intercontinental title because he believed. Dolph Ziggler came out and said Miz and Bo were both full of crap. Bo told Ziggler that he could be like them if he just believed. A scuffle broke out. But there wasn't much to it. that did it for that. But it did set up some type of a match. Bo Dallas defeated Dolph Ziggler for the next match number 2. The Miz was on commentary for the match, and his distraction led to Bo rolling up Ziggler for the win. Match number 3, Dean Ambrose defeated Cesaro in a no disqualification match. The crowd was very quiet early on, but rallied behind Ambrose, who won by roll-up after the match. Seth Rollins and Cesaro attacked Ambrose and performed the neutralizer and curse stomp. There was a crazy spot during the match where Cesaro superflexed Ambrose onto a stack of chairs in the ring. And then they advertised Raw returning to Orlando on February 16th. Pre-sale starts tonight and runs through Sunday with the code RAWTV. Match number 4, Paige defeated Naomi. Cameron watched the match from the stage. Naomi, who got a nice hometown reaction, tapped out quick. Cameron attacked Naomi after the match. The latest Bizarre, Goldust, and Stardust backstage segment aired on the big screen. Match number 5, Bray Wyatt defeated R-Truth. Wyatt won in 5 minutes with match with Sister Abigail. He cut a promo after the match. Y2J, you aren't the savior, but I am. Wyatt said. Several video packages aired, including one to recap Stephanie McMahon's arrest angle. Match number 6, your main event. Roman Reigns defeated Alberto Del Rio. Good back and forth action early on. They fought twice in front of the broadcast team's table. Reigns went over clean with a punch and a spear in about 15-minute match. Big Show made an unadvertised appearance at the tapings in Orlando as Kane used an open challenge after the taping concluded, and Big Show came out for the announcement as the challenge and beat him by count out in the match main event thanks to Matt H and Michael Devona again. As Big Show had been off the TV while filming the movie Vendetta, he did not appear during the taping for Friday's TV show. Big Show returned to action after the show went off the air in Orlando. Dark match main event saw Kane come out and demand that officials send him a body out. He didn't care who it was. This led to Big Show coming out and accepting the challenge. Big Show ended up winning the match by count out and thanking the fans for their support during the show. And the second report for Smackdown, thanks to Manny for the following WWE Smackdown spoilers from the Smackdown tapings in Orlando. Smackdown opened with a recap of the segment between Triple H, Brock Lesnar, and Paul Heyman on Raw. Live Axel versus Usos up first. Usos got the win after Axel got pinned. It appeared Ryback was upset after the match and walked away, leaving Axel alone in the ring. Miz TV was up next. Miz came out and turned into an Intercontinental title acceptance speech. His parents are all in the crowd, and he asked his mom who her favorite superstar is. She said Roman Reigns to a big pop. Miz goes on bragging until Bo Dallas interrupted to another big pop. They both compliment each other until Dolph Ziggler comes out. Ziggler cuts a promo, but Bo interrupted him, tells him to Bo leave, but then decks Ziggler with a bite. Bo Dallas versus Dolph Ziggler with the Miz on commentary was up next. Ziggler hit a famouser at one point, but Bo kicked out. Miz distracted Dolph from the ringside, allowing Bo to get the win with a roll-up. Miz then attacked Dolph until Bo joined in and did double team on him. Then we get a backstage segment promo with Roman Reigns and Renee Young. Reigns took shots at Randy Orton and Alberto Del Rio. Cesaro versus Dean Ambrose in a no disqualification match was up next. Ambrose brings in a bunch of steel chairs. The ball with kendo sticks and chairs throughout the match. This was described as a very ECWS type match. Seth Rollins came out and attacked Ambrose. Ambrose got the upper hand and closed Rollins in through the timekeeper's area. Ambrose came back in, but Cesaro hit a superflex on top of a pile of chairs. And then Cesaro goes for the pin, but Ambrose covers with a roll-up for the win. Counters with a roll-up for the win. Rollins comes in and beats Ambrose down after the match. They sell the beat down by having medics come out and check on Ambrose. They help Ambrose out of the ring, and he gets a big pop going up the ramp. We get promos for AJ Lee versus Paige feud and John Cena versus Brock Lesnar for SummerSlam. And then we get Paige versus Naomi was up next. Paige came out and skipped like AJ to mock her. Cameron came down to watch the match from ringside. Paige won by submission after the match. Camera came in to attack Naomi. Backstage segment with Goldust and Stardust was shown. Bray Wyatt defeated R-Truth. A chant for Chris Jericho broke out during the match. Wyatt cut a promo after the match and took shots at Jericho. They had more promos for the SummerSlam main event afterwards. And Alberto Del Rio versus Roman Reigns was up next. Del Rio gets no love from Florida fans. Reigns gets a win with a spear. Smackdown ends with Reigns celebrating. That concludes my results and photos for WWE main event and SmackDown. Thanks again. Peace out. 3-1 mile be you. Say it 3-4 times. Say it 3-4. Well, and if you didn't know, you better call me, bro.